this is Delaney James. I teach biology and marine biology. I have taught high school science for about 2 years now, and I taught middle school science for a year before that. Talk about a rough crowd. So in this video, I want to cover just some strategies that foster effective communication, as well as some challenges that come with communication in a higher education setting, such as this one. An effective communicator listens as well as they speak, right? So I don't want to be an instructor that just talks to you, but rather an instructor that has an open dialogue with my students in and out of the classroom. Secondly, communicating clearly regarding expectations, material, concepts, all that is important in any classroom setting. And this is to ensure that students are fulfilling their academic goals that are related to my course. And science is no easy topic, so making sure that I communicate those outlines and expectations up front is very important, and I will do my best to do that. Because if I'm not communicating clearly, it is hard for you all to be successful in my class. Lastly, effective communication also looks like relational communication, right? So we're all people outside of a classroom, so I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to allow you all to talk to each other, because communicating solely as the instructor from a podium is not motivating or encouraging to your academic success. Some challenges to communication is simply the fact that adult learners have almost way too much access to technology and to other forms of communication. So this can lead to me, an instructor, being almost drowned out if I'm not communicating to students in the right way or on the right platform or over multiple platforms, or I just get lost in the email. Overcoming this looks like omni-channel communication, not just simply an email through a school email. An example of this is either an in-app notification, an alert, text messaging, obviously email, or campus-wide communication. Another challenge is the student-instructor relationship. Obviously, we need to build those relationships to build trust. However, there are boundaries in terms of communicating outside of school hours, weekends, and things like that. So a way to overcome this is simply just respecting workplace student boundaries, communicating during office hours or during class time, or otherwise through email rather than constant texting and communication that way. At least 2 strategies for de-escalating interpersonal conflict, right? Disagreements happen. They happen inside the workplace and outside the workplace. What we don't want is an argument. So if an argument occurs either between myself and a student or 2 students, it is important for both sides that are involved in that disagreement to take a minute, to pause, to think, to breathe, allowing time to process rather than just simply respond with emotion and reacting kind of uncontrollably. It is also important to take into account that a person's body language and tone is important when we are talking about a argument or a disagreement, right? Being closed off and unmindful, right? Sitting here with your arms crossed, rolling your eyes, not paying attention to what the other person's talking, shows them that you don't care about their side of the argument. But we also don't want to be leaning in too close, almost threatening. We want both sides of the argument to be respected and in control of their own emotions and actions. If not, we can lead to a more escalated argument and conflict. Being clear with my communication, actively listening, right? I tend to put my finger over my mouth like this. If I'm in a conversation with someone and they're talking to me, it kind of reminds me, hey, stop talking, you are listening right now. And communicating personally with you all is going to lead to increased student success on your part and a positive environment inside of my classroom. And that's ultimately what we want as instructors, is for our students to be as successful as possible in our course, but also for them to be excited about our course, right? Science can be really daunting, but it can also be really fun, and that comes with a trusted relationship with me as your instructor and you guys as my students, and good communication with that as well. So I hope that this was helpful, and have a blessed day.